Anyway, let's do a follow-up on what the heck is happening in here. I want to see what's going on in here. I'm already invested in this thing
Today was crazy.
way too
When I
much
started this,
to let this go. LGBTQ side is coming out because of the video. Oh yeah, Bai is a part of it. Yeah,
stream, I looked
it
kind
is
of
what
like
it is.
that.
We'll have to worry
chilling,
about when that
and there was
happens.
so much drama
Maybe at some point we'll get a lemon villain arc with LGBTQ woke agenda.
dropping all at the same time overnight in the morning.
But yeah, let's continue on with the freaking drama with the freaking content creator of Genshin.
There was a ton of people coming out against Atsu. Braxophone made a post last night, which I did a whole video on. But I wanted to talk to Atsu today because I only gave one account of what happened. However, in the morning, as things continued on, more and more people started to come out and talk about Atsu and experiences that they had with Atsu, or Asian guy streams, whatever you want to call it.
That
Now, by the
depends.
beginning of the stream, I
What
was
kind of
looking
shit
like
are we
this, and
expecting
by
here?
the end of the stream, or in the middle of the stream, I put on a suit jacket and I was slicking back my hair, and things were starting to get wild. And as it continued, it just got crazier until all of a sudden,
He hasn't taken a bath. He's using the same clothes.
and things were starting to get wild. And as it continued,
this situation has been such a shit show today that Mtashed literally hasn't taken a bath the entire time. Although, wait, no, it's 11 hours ago. I guess that makes sense.
It just got crazier until all of a sudden I was in a discussion with Asmongold on stream going over the facts. The facts. And that is
Are we gonna be
thing.
farming
and if you
that?
go watch Asmon's reaction and you watch all the stuff that I talk about, the tough thing here is there are very few facts.
Yeah, dude, this has been a shit show. This is terrible for everyone involved. But everyone else who's not involved is just happy being on the sideline, just reading into it, watching it, seeing what the hell is going on in here. Because this is drama.
There are very few provable.
A lot of people
things
love
here,
drama.
and it is a whole lot of
I am invested in this drama now.
Essentially, that has just continued to
I need more
fester and
info on this
grow in
drama.
the community with thousands,
That's why we're
if
doing
not
this.
hundreds of thousands of people egging it on in the chats.
Nobody
in the
asked for
subgroups,
this.
in the DMs. It
Nobody
just kept
wanted me to
going
do
and
this.
going and going. So
I'm
at the
doing
end
this
of the day, whether you
I,
like Atsu
dude,
or you hate
it's
Atsu,
already far too late.
there isn't verifiable, proof that he sewered people's contracts and ruined their relationships with Hoyoverse. However, in my discussion or debate with him, while we were discussing things and going over some of these things, I did make it known that it seemed odd that there were so many people coming out against Atsu and saying,
the thing about the way I see it, and the thing about that is, I don't think it's gonna be possible to make a concrete evidence, considering that he's doing it on the backside. He's not like super dumb enough to do that, to like have paper trail of him doing that, or at least maybe it was an accident. But considering that it was from a different point of view, it was from the creators that weren't
I didn't feel welcome in the community, or it seemed like he
welcomed in
ostracized me. It
the
seemed like he
thingamajig
pushed
that he
me
was doing.
away. Braxophone said that he reached out to Atsu about a contract, wondering how much money should I get paid.
Yeah, that's the thing, but I understand that the way the evidence required depends on the case, and this is literally just is like they that have to get to the bottom of the drama after healing 1 million. Basically, that depends. That depends, Evan. If it's something that I can relate to, because for this actual example, this is related to Genshin content creators, and one of them I actually watch. So there is that. If it's any other drama, and depending on the drama, I probably just brush it up. I'd be like, I don't really care about that. But yeah, from the point of view of the people that have been affected by this, especially the ones that think their what's it called? Their career as a Genshin content creator is being hampered. It makes sense that they say that when they are literally being excluded from the group of people. But it's gonna be super duper hard to get the freaking evidence. They're not gonna
You might
have like
want to
super
gargle my ball
concrete.
sack.
They're not gonna have super concrete evidence for that.
And even though Atsu may
And
not have sewered the deal,
keep in mind, there is no like literal legal shit happening here. No, at least so far that I know of, no one is suing anyone. No one is suing nobody. No one is suing anybody here at this point. So this is basically just a court of public opinion. So it doesn't matter. At least I think it doesn't matter if there is no solid concrete evidence. With the amount of people coming out and what's the term again for it? Coming out and pointing finger at him being at Atsu being some sort of overlord for whichever content creator could get in on the Genshin space. Yeah, the Twitter court, yeah. It doesn't matter. What's gonna happen here most likely is Atsu supporters is gonna support Atsu. Brax supporters is gonna support Brax. Tectone supporters is gonna support
and
Tectone.
told Hoyoverse do not sponsor Braxophone, the one thing that I alluded to and I discussed is
Judge will be the winner.
at the end of the day,
Will be like winner gets one.
Braxophone,
Yeah.
to me,
God damn it,
seems like a
Vulcan.
pretty regular dude. And in the interactions we've had, seems like a pretty regular.
Yeah, when I was watching the video that Tectone did about it, where is that? This thing? At least from what he typed, it makes sense. He seems like a normal guy. He seems like a guy that
And
just
some of
wants
the stories
friends.
other people said about him,
He's actually a bit more outgoing than others. I think maybe because this is the first time, because he mentioned it literally. It was the first time that he was like with his peers that are actually content creators. So it kind of makes sense that he was a bit over enthusiastic, maybe from Atsu's point of view.
saying
But the way he was treated
we
is
don't
kind of
even
horseshit.
fully
Man.
understand why Atsu doesn't like Braxophone as much as he does.
Yeah, and
okay?
no one has
But
answered that
whatever it
yet.
ended up being, these two over there, they did not get along. They didn't get along, and I don't know all the details because it's hearsay. It's both of their opinions on the other person. But from what I've heard and what I've seen, it's hard to believe that it wasn't Atsu's fault that things fell apart. I definitely think that Braxophone made mistakes, and you should go and see all the stuff. You should read all the stuff. I think Braxophone made some mistakes in their relationship, but instead of Atsu pulling him aside and being like, "Hey, man, you're not giving off a good vibe," and giving him another chance, he essentially just excommunicadoed him and never really gave him a chance. Now, Braxophone also reached out after they had had a falling out, and he asked him about a contract, and Atsu answered it. But Atsu also revealed that he, after that discussion, asked Hoyoverse about said contract.
I wonder what contract it is, because I don't think I've read about that. Western people treating based on vibe. What is that? Is it related to this thing? Let me check. If it's another drama, we'll take a look at it after this one. We'll check it after this. Dude, one freaking topic at a time. Calm the heck down. We won't be freaking finishing anything at this point.
And both Asmongold and myself said that is really fishy because even if he didn't go to Hoyoverse,
yeah, I
and
clicked
say,
it on my
"Don't
phone.
work
I
with
saw it.
Braxophone.
I saw it.
You can't trust this
I'm
guy.
looking
We
at
don't
it on
like
my
him."
phone.
Even
I'm
bringing
literally
up the
looking at
fact
it
that
on my
Atsu
phone.
now knows about
Don't
the
worry, I'm
contract could be
appreciating
enough
it. I am appreciating it.
To break
I am inspecting the evidence that you have submitted. It will be duly noted and duly it will be duly noted. Holy shit me. Dude, when are we getting the chlorine? Oh man, why did you set dude? Now I'm getting
confidentiality
sidetracked again.
clauses and cause that contract to get sewered. But the question is, well, why would you even go to Hoyoverse and ask about said contract unless you were going to persuade them one way or the other? So it's a lot of these different things where I mentioned Occam's razor. When you're presented with the evidence from both sides and it's trying to explain the same thing, you usually have to go with the more likely thing.
The most logical thing, yeah.
With all the people saying, and with my experience of Braxophone, do I believe that Braxophone was
I
a
forgot what I was
creepy,
gonna say afterwards.
untrustworthy
God damn it.
leecher that was just trying to push his brand, push his agenda, force his way into the friend group, and was overall a bad person that only cared about creators bigger than him? I have a hard time seeing that.
Yeah,
Could it be that
based from the interaction that they have had, or at least based from the messages that everyone has been posting about Brax, that doesn't seem to be the case, especially with Tectone. Tectone is a massive streamer. And apparently he reached out to Brax to do a reverse collab.
And you might want to gargle my ballsack.
But Brax apparently declined. Like at
Atsu
least twice or thrice, if
didn't
I
like
remember
the guy,
correctly.
didn't get along with him, they had a couple bad interactions, and it snowballed? I'm thinking it's potentially more likely. And I'm not going to say that Atsu went out and sewered the guy and ruined his contracts, but it did not help him. I cannot imagine it help him. And other creators like Dish said in other tweets, Dish said, like if we go to Dish's Twitter,
Evidence
she even said,
pertaining a person's character isn't usually admitted in court unless the trial of the offense requires determination of the offender's tendencies and motives. I did not know that. That makes sense. Isn't that usually how it goes? Because from maybe it's because it's television. You dude. Now that I think about it, Lemon is freaking studying law, at least in Philippines law. So you're probably more learned about this, but because when it comes to the media, there are a lot of cases wherein they try to portray the guy as a criminal, right? Was it also international law? Well, there is that. That's also a plus. On what grounds? You ask, crack. I do. It's not. That doesn't even make sense. Dude, I completely forgot what I wanted to say now. God damn it. What was I trying to say? Yeah, from the modern media, what or how the proceedings usually go is they would try to assassinate the character in order to make the case more believable against the defendant, right? Yeah, the portraying the bad guy, yeah. But when it comes to actual cases, actual law cases, I have no freaking idea. I have no idea. But considering that considering that so far, right now, no one is filing a cease and desist. No one is filing a case against each other. No one is filing a defamation case. No one is filing slander. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, I'll read it after my bit. I don't think it matters. I don't think the. I think I should put this here. I don't think the actual legitimacy of the claims matter as much as the amount of people saying it. Because so far, from the couple of videos that I've seen about this issue, so far, a lot of people have been coming out that Atsu Atsu's been a dingleberry. He's been a very, very naughty boy. He's been a piece of shit. He's been a jackass about this. The way he treated Brax at the start kinda makes sense when he wanted to exclude Brax at the start because he doesn't know him. That makes sense, but the follow-up decisions that he's made, that's the one that makes absolutely no sense at all. That just screams that he's a piece of shit. He's a conniving piece of shit.
and replied to Braxophone and kind of said,
Him not telling
I
the
don't know why
reason,
no one trusts
because him not telling the reason to Brax why he don't like Brax, it does make sense. Because if someone approaches you, you said, dude, stay away from me. I don't like you. If someone approaches you and asks you, why do you not like me? You're gonna be like, no, why would I tell you? I don't like you. That's why I don't want to tell you. I don't give a shit about you. Get the fuck away from me. That's how most normal people would react, right? But that should be only at around the first time, the first few times that you'd meet and interact with a person. At some point, you'd talk to the person. At some point, you'd interact with the person. And based from the interaction of Brax with other content creators other than Atsu, it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like that makes sense, or the way Atsu treated him makes sense, because from other people's testimonials about Brax, Brax seems a pretty chill guy. Brax seems a pretty good guy. He may have gone to Atsu. He may have come to Atsu maybe a bit too forward. Maybe he was a bit over enthusiastic in befriending them. It kind of makes sense because he mentioned that it was like the new thing, or what's the word that he used? Because he wasn't able to relate to other people. So it was the clique that he thinks he was gonna click with. Basically his group of people.
you. I have to maybe go to the reply.
So we kinda got
She
over
said,
enthusiastic
I don't know
about
why Atsu
approaching
didn't
them.
really trust you. I cannot speak to all the claims.
But
and I am
after
processing
that
it. But I
scenario,
wanna-
they should have at least given him a chance, and then at some point they should have at least this guy stream has energy to stream for 5 hours, Jamacom? Wait, who? Do you mean Mtashed? Didn't they used to stream Destiny 2 content for like ages and ages until Wait, what? Wait,
to tell you that I
why
was
the
very
why the fuck are we talking about? Don't make this drama about me. Don't make this drama about me, bastard. We're gonna get to a drama about me at some point in the future. I'm just starting streaming. This is just a start of my streaming career.
confused with Atsu
But yeah, at some point, maybe a few days of getting in contact with them, a couple of interaction, he would have mellowed out. He would have
distrust for
mellowed
you.
out at least at a
And
certain
so
degree.
if
To a
someone
certain degree.
distrusts you that much that he's telling his group of friends that are all in the Hoyo pocket that you can't be trusted,
Don't worry, it's not gonna be Tectone, it's gonna be Asmongold. I'm gonna become the next coming. At some point it will be 6 hours of drama content and then be 1 hour gameplay. Dude, you asked for it. You literally asked for it. I was playing Genshin earlier. You wanted me to do this. Now here we are.
you have
Well,
to
partially wanted me to do this. Now here we are.
imagine that would impact your opportunities with the company. And it would impact your
Dude. I want to be relevant in the scene. I'm not gonna lie. I want to be a tiny bit more famous. I want a bit of money. But I'm not gonna go Kimstar level. I don't want to be that level of douchebag, man. Character assassination. Wait, let me just read what Lemon mentioned. Outside of international law, national law, historical recorded events, scientific facts, the court does not recognize publicly known information unless information is ought to be known by the court in its exercise of its jurisdiction. So character assassination in the media not proven in court is useless. Yeah, that's what I'm trying is that's what I said. That's what I'm trying to explain. Or rather say. And when I say media, What I meant was the movie depiction, the media depiction, not the actual, not the actual case, the actual live cases. Because when it comes to cases, right? Movie has to do a specific flair to it to make it interesting. But from my understanding, when it comes to court cases, is that it's super duper boring. It's literally just digging up the past. It's checking what happened there, what happened there, why did this happen, why were you here, and then they would be talking to each and every single one of those. But since when it comes to like media portrayal of court cases, they have to, yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah. They have to do it at the back end. What we see is literally just a speck, just a drop of what hard work people have been doing. So, don't misunderstand when I call media depiction as the actual litigation itself. I'm just trying to say, I'm just saying the actual like dramatization, the suits. I guess the best example would be suits. Yeah, this one, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say when I say media, not the actual like the case of Johnny Depp, not those kinds. Cuz dude, do you think I'm a freaking jobless bozo? Do you think I'd literally watch cases of actual live people? I could give a zero shit about those guys cuz they don't matter to me. The only case that I've actually seen extensively was freaking Amber Turds and freaking Johnny Depp's. That's literally the only one that I've seen. Everything else that I've seen is media depiction. Suits, for example.
friendships, and it would
And
impact people.
that's what I can compare from how it would be. And I also did a disclaimer that that's all I know because I'm not a freaking student of law. I didn't go to school in law school. Actually,
Who brag
not really. I tend to forget about a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's what I can compare between the dramatization of court and then the court of public opinion. Dude. I'm pretty sure I've said it before, but I've graduated college in 20 freaking 13, in freaking 11 years ago. I graduated. I'm freaking 30 years old, man. Do you think I haven't graduated? Dude, English is literal my second language. Do I seem that dumb? That much of a dumbass? I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to compare it. The how simulated court would go about it versus the court of public opinions. Because when it comes to Twitter shit, when it comes to public opinion Twitter shit, they just care about what's literally in front of them. If you can articulate your thoughts properly, I think you can do a killing. That's why we're doing this now, because this is basically practice. I gotta start somewhere, so we're practicing now.
phone said was really nice. Maybe she isn't as willing
We have to start somewhere, so we're starting now. Also, if I'm top tier of the dumbest people that you know, you must not know a lot of people because I actually I think I'm pretty average. I was gonna say I was doing pretty well in school, but I was a lazy piece of shit. Dude, I was so lazy. I'd go to school, I do half the shit that I need to do, and then forget about the other stuff. I guess that's true because you're in India. Dude, now that I think about it, what would be like the maybe it's because of where you grew up. Because the people that you would meet on a daily basis would depend on the location that you're in. So let's say, for example, for me, for my case, I literally live on a on what's the word for it? I think this is a partial slums. Maybe that's the term for it. It's a part of the shady neighborhood. But I've also been to a neighborhood where everyone is educated. I've also been to a freaking no, not tribal land. God damn it. I've also been to a neighborhood that's on a freaking, what's it called, like social socially high level kind of thing, where what I meant by social, I'm not quite sure how to call it, but it's a very social neighborhood where we literally can just go to another house, to a neighbor's house. We literally appeared there in the morning, we'd have breakfast there, we'd go to another house in front, we'd have lunch there. That's how socially close we are. And then and then this place. Where I have very few friends. Conquering the tribal people in your people. No, that's gonna be a shit show. I don't want to be a leader. It's gonna be a shit, dude. I've been a dude. I've been a guild master for 5 years. Do you know the amount of stress just being a guild master has to offer? You just want to play a game. Someone will message you, dude. I need help. It'd be 3 a.m. in the morning, dude. This guy is a piece of shit. Can you talk to him? Dude, you're freaking adults. We're all adults here. There's like 3 underage people in our guild. Why can't you just talk it out?
Willing to get close to him.
That's basically what it means to
she's
be a
unsure
freaking
and
to be a
didn't
freaking
want to do her
tribal
due
leader.
diligence
It's gonna be a
because
shit show.
of
I don't want to
Atsu.
deal with that again.
And so it's this really convoluted thing where, again, it's kind of like telephone tag. It's like, don't trust this guy. Why? Just trust me. And then the next person says,
Yeah, that's the other thing that's weird about this interaction. He is not, because when you think about it, as I mentioned earlier, you don't want to give the person that you don't want to get close to the reason. It makes sense, but for the people that you are close with, for the people that you're friends with, you're gonna want to at least give them a reason. You're
apparently
gonna
we're
want
not
to at
supposed to
least
trust
give
that
them
guy.
some
I'm not
idea
sure
on
why,
why.
but don't do it. And then by the end of it, it's like, yeah, that guy's super untrustworthy. I can't remember why, but just don't trust him. It's a perpetuated thing over and over and over again that stems.
I can kind of understand that, Evan. Why? I guess it depends on how much drama you've been through or how much drama you've seen. Because I've told you this before as well. I've mentioned this already. I've had a I've had a pretty normal life. I've had a pretty happy childhood. I've literally my favorite. I am so vanilla. I've had such a happy childhood that literally my favorite season is Christmas season, just because I've had such a wonderful Christmas childhood. I've seen a lot of drama, yeah, that's true, but dramas are basically just non-existent problem to me. I just basically ignore drama. I've only recently I have seen my dad's brother's son try to kill. What the hell? Well, that makes sense, yeah. That's not normal. You see what I mean? My fat dude. We've had drama in the family, but not to that extent. We literally, my grandfather has like 11 or 12 children. I literally have 11 or 12 uncles. Or no, 11, 10 or 11 uncles and aunts. Just from my grandfather's side alone. I basically have 50 plus cousins. And only like only like 30 of them that I can name. So this drama thing, it's kind of fascinating to me because I never paid attention to these things when I was
from
younger.
one disagreement.
So
And
I guess that's why
I think that Braxophone made some mistakes in their relationship and in their interactions. And if you go and read through this post, I think there's multiple things that he did that were a little off. He essentially doxed a VTuber, but the VTuber said, "I'm a nobody, don't worry about me." He had no idea.
yeah, that kind of sucks for the VTuber, but I think it's kind of like me. Or no, probably not. She's probably gonna be way bigger than me. She's probably gonna be infinitely bigger than me. But depending on the situation, she's probably gonna get over it real fast.
Idea, and he didn't know you're not allowed to just post a group photo with a bunch of people that are willing to take a photo with you. If you take a photo with someone and they never say, "Hey, don't post that, by the way," because
Yeah, that's also the thing. She never mentioned about it. She never mentioned who she is. She literally said she's a nobody. Brax had no idea. I don't know if she knows who Brax is. Maybe she does. I don't know what their dynamics were. But I don't know what she was expecting when she got a picture. And she didn't mention. Nobody mentioned to Brax what was going on.
I'm a VTuber. How the hell are you supposed to know? You're a bunch of people, you're having some laughs, maybe you're having a drink, you got your arm around each other, let's take a picture. Why would you think, unless someone says it, you can't post that online though, you idiot? It's like a weird social thing that some people have never experienced. And so, did Brax do that? Yes. But is he a bad person, evil person for doing it? Not really. There was a weird
Also, what the fuck do you mean? Dude, that's a pretty what kind of school are you going to? Teachers are fighting each other. I've had I've had experiences where teachers are arguing, but not to that extent. My mom is a teacher. No, no, not my mom. My aunt that raised me, so I call her mama. She's a teacher, or she used to be a teacher. My aunt is a teacher. Two of my aunts are teachers. So I kinda see it. Never pose yourself online as much as possible, yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Dude, I don't even take pictures of myself. I only have pictures of a group within the family. But yeah, makes sense, yeah.
thing with the voice actor, and this was another point of contention, where Braxophone had heard from someone that a voice actor in the Genshin community was sus, and to warn people about it, especially if they've been interacting. And so the way I read through this, and from what I've heard from both sides, is Braxophone went up to Atsu. They've only met a couple of times, and he was like, "Hey, like, I see you've been talking to that person. You might want to be careful." Now, Atsu took that as, "That's weird. Why would you bring up this drama? I don't even really know you." But then he also
Wait,
admits
what was
that
he
he
saying?
to
I
bring
missed
want
it.
to be they through people about it, especially if the community was sus. Heard from someone, and this was another point of contention, where Braxophone had heard from someone that a voice actor in the Genshin community was sus, and to warn people about it,
Wait, what?
especially if they've been interacting.
I'm not
And so
seeing
the
the
way
ad. Wait, what?
I read through this, and
Sorry.
from what I've heard from both sides, is
Oh boy.
Braxophone went up to Atsu. They've only met a couple of times, and he was like, "Hey, like, I see you've been talking to that
I'm
person. You
farming,
might want
man.
to be
I'm
careful."
farming lemon.
Now, Atsu took that as, "That's weird. Why would you bring up this drama? I don't even really know you." But then he also admits
I
that
think it's
he
supposed to
cut
happen like
ties with
once
that
every
voice actor.
3 hours or 1 hour.
So, if you did cut ties with that voice actor and you didn't really trust that voice actor, then Braxophone coming up to you about that voice actor, not to trust him, is that an untrustworthy thing for Braxophone to do? Is that a bad thing for Braxophone to do? He was just warning you about someone that you ended up cutting ties with anyways, right? And so the whole narrative of Braxophone untrustworthy, Braxophone is a leech, Braxophone is bad, it's harder and harder and harder for me to believe Atsu. Now, Atsu says, "I did not sue her these contracts. I did not say don't work with him." But I can't imagine he did any favors. But again, this is something that cannot be proven, and saying otherwise is slander or potentially slander for any party.
Yeah,
If
that's what I
Techno
was worried about. That's what I was worried about what's gonna happen here. Because they're bordering on slandering and what's it called? Defamation. I think this can be maybe just a little bit more, and this could end up with being a slander or a defamation, right? Because they're literally calling him they're literally insinuating they're insinuating that he's been what's the word for it? He's been preventing them from getting jobs because they're distrustful. They're untrustworthy. So they could probably use that but on the other side, on Atsu's side, depending on the situation, he could counter sue because they don't have concrete evidence, and they're just saying it out of spite or out of emotion. He could just use that angle. So I don't think this is gonna end anytime soon. That's why I don't think this is gonna end
say
anytime
that
soon.
Atsu sewered the contracts, we'd better be able to prove it, or else we are getting into slander territory. And so we need to be really careful here. And if Atsu said, I did not do that, well, unless we can prove or someone proves otherwise, then it's kind of a nothing burger. We can't really do anything about it. But the one thing that people are saying, I got Atsu or I cooked Atsu, is there is a moment where we're discussing where Atsu says, I went to bat for you because I know you didn't have a great relationship with Hoyoverse, yada yada. I tried to help patch it up. And the argument is, well, if you have enough of a connection that you can potentially save blacklisted Mtashed, do you not potentially have enough of a connection to say, but don't work with Braxophone, or don't work with this person or that person?
Yeah, that's true.
If
The
you
same
are
could be
even
said to the
considering,
opposite. Yeah.
if I reach out, maybe I can help out Mtashed, you could absolutely reach out and sewer someone. And I made the same argument that this could happen with anyone. I've worked with Manscaped in the past. I just did a commercial with Advil.
Manscaped, please sponsor me, dude. If I'm gonna have a sponsor, I want my first sponsor to either be Manscaped, because dude, that is a pain in the ass to use freaking scissors.
Advil asked me about
or or freaking Adam and Eve. I wonder if Adam and Eve actually
a
ships
person,
out of
my
US.
opinion of them could potentially sway
Adam and Eve, Manscaped, please sponsor me.
if they work with them or they don't. We all have a lot of power. And so that's
What the hell do you mean grow up? Dude, it's literally the grown up thing to do. It's literally the grown up thing to do. Dude, that's literally grooming. That's literally personal grooming. You groom yourself to look better. You say I'm dripless, but when scissors. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's all I have. Do you think I can, dude? I'm freaking broke. You've been here for months now. Do you think I can afford a freaking Manscaped? Nut cutter 3,000? Dude, I can't afford that shit. So yeah, I'm gonna be the biggest Manscaped simp if they sponsor me. Please sponsor me, Manscaped.
where a lot of these allegations are coming from, is the people that are on the in crowd with Hoyoverse.
God damn it, we're gonna get derailed again, but do you want to be castrated? Because that's how you get yourself castrated. Are you crazy? Do you wanna have your nutsacks dangling 3 foot on the floor? Because that's how it happens, man. That's how it freaking happens. Actually, now that I think about it, and now that I mention it, maybe using scissors is not the greatest idea. Because it could. Manscaped, please take me out of this ditch. This is so bad.
Are doing things with Hoyoverse. Some of them are getting paid, some of them are flying out to these events, and then some people on the out crowd are not. And it's hard not to think that the in crowd is potentially sewering everyone else. And so that's where
You don't even have to pay me, Manscaped. Just send me the freaking nutsack cleaner 3,000 and a freaking non-chafing shorts, and I'd be happy. I'd be freaking, dude. I'd be so damn happy.
a lot of these allegations come from. But it just kept going and going and going. And there are so many back and forth things, and many of these drama pieces, much of this beef is between these creators, and there's nothing I can do about it. I will never solve this. Enviosity came out with a massive thing about Tectone, saying that Tectone caused a lot of grief. 18 pages here of him saying that Tectone has caused a ton of grief in Envy's life. He even brought up some of Tectone's old marriage stuff, which this seemed like a bit of a character assassination, or like
Yeah, that's definitely a big low blow. He shouldn't have done that.
it didn't seem super relevant
It's
to it
not
all.
good
He
for
essentially just said Tectone's a
argument's sake,
bad dude, and
because
here's why.
it's just gonna paint
But
him as a bad
this
guy.
is like a side tangent from like why Tectone made
It's just gonna paint. Wait, was it Enviosity that I saw earlier? Actually, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it's just gonna paint him as a jackass, because this is completely unrelated to
him
the
feel
matter at
bad, all
hand.
this stuff. But again, this is all some creator's opinion of the other.
But as I have said earlier, it also helps with his agenda from the court of the public opinion.
Creators. Did Tectone shit talk Envy? Yes. Did some of Envy's chat go into Tectone's stream and say, "You're a whale, free to play, Envy is better"? Probably, because that happened to me all the time. So the only thing I can speak on is I know that Envy's audience was very annoying through the beginning of Genshin. It happened all the damn time. But was Envy sending his audience to Tectone or to my stream to be annoying? No. I cannot imagine any situation where Envy did that to me. I can't imagine it. With Tectone, could there be some beef because they were giving it back and forth? Maybe. But you have to remember, again, this is schoolyard fighting. And instead of it being
Basically, yeah.
between a couple of people in the classroom in junior high, it's a couple of people plus 30,000 other people going, Envy talk shit, Tectone talk shit,
No, not 30,000. It's probably closer to 100K.
Mtashed talk shit, Atsu talk shit. Everyone is pointing and pointing and doing and doing and doing. It's stupid. It's so immature.
It
And
is,
so
yeah.
the big allegations, I wanted to get.
But
I
people are
wanted to
stupid.
see if I
People
could
are
get an
immature.
answer. Did you sewer a contract?
People are internet all the people are on the internet all the time. If you expect this a civil level of maturity, a level of maturity that you would consider civil, you can already
Did
see
you cause
it's a
someone to
shit show.
lose a contract?
You don't expect that
And
online
we
in Twitter.
may never get that answer. And we probably won't get that answer. And I would like to believe that no one would be that rude and evil. But we'll never know officially, and so we can't talk about it anymore. And with many of these things, these relationships that have been asunder, it's hard to ignore the fact that Sip Sip Steven and all these different people are coming out and talking about Atsu and not think, It is odd that it seems to have happened multiple times. Because even myself, Atsu dunked on me, but so did Tectone. So did a lot of different people, and the mass majority of the creators dunked on me. So I've been in this position with Atsu, but I've also been in this position with Tectone. And luckily, I've been able to move through this, and I've been in a situation where I think I'm pretty chill with everyone. I'm just not super close with everyone. But
I think
enough people feel
I think
strongly
that's the
enough
best
about
situation,
Tectone that they've made multiple posts
especially when it comes to this
saying,
cases.
we don't like Tectone, we think he's bad, we think he's toxic, they've come out
Because you
against him.
just get to do your thing.
There's also been 5, 6, 7 people now, as of today, that have come out saying, we think Atsu has been a problem and has ostracized us from the community. So no one here, the main players here, are completely guilty. And then there's people like Dish and there's people like Tuwano that are friends with one group and they're like, I'm not sure what to say. Braxophone, I never had anything against you, but Atsu did. It seems like there's a bunch of people that are just players within it that they're not major players, they were just around it. And they didn't stop it. They were bystanders in a lot of it. And at this moment in time,
I think that's kind of
does
what
not
makes it
seem
worse, though.
that much of this will
It
end.
kind of makes sense because it's
Tectone
gonna
is
affect
still,
them monetarily, considering how the situation is playing out, how they're portraying that Atsu is like the big wig, big shot guy. So they don't wanna offend him in some way. They don't wanna be out of the circle. It's gonna be affecting their chances, maybe from their point of view, of getting sponsorship getting a deal with MiHoYo, getting sponsorship from other stuff. But at the same time, dude, you're supposed to correct the mistakes of your friends. If you truly are friends. Dude, I
No.
literally trash talked Rain when he was womanizing.
Going to be Tectone.
We literally trash
Atsu
talk Rain
is still
for
with his friend
years
group,
and
and they're going to do
years
their thing, and
before
we'll
he
probably never
straightened
forgive
up.
Tectone.
And I think it's gonna
The
happen to Tibay soon, but we'll see. We'll have
only
to see.
thing
Hopefully
is,
no.
as we discussed all this, Braxophone and Atsu did discuss potentially talking off stream, out of the limelight, out of the drama, to patch things up and recover. And maybe these creators apologize and say, I was shitty, I was trying to grow my brand, I was doing my thing, whatever it is. I don't know where it goes from here. All I know is I am done. And I made a post about it, and this is all I want to say. Here are the facts about the drama. It sucks.
Yeah,
The
it
whole
sucks.
community is pointing fingers at each other, and it's hard to be friends or really trust anyone going forward. Number 2, there's a lot of allegations that are very difficult to even find proof for.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's
can
almost. I think it's
prove they
almost
said
impossible
or
to
didn't
find
say
proof for.
things, but there's just a lot of allegations being thrown around. Number 3, everyone's feelings in this are valid. Envy being upset at Tectone has a reason, and Tectone feeling betrayed by some of them has a reason, and Atsu feeling hurt and frustrated with Tectone. All these different things have validity, and everyone has their own story in it. But at the end of the day, I said, this just feels like it's been 2.5 years or 3 years of beef that has just exploded and been impacted from chat and all sorts of other people
It's
subtweeting.
it's basically brewing in a freaking hot pot. What's it called? Pressure cooker. And now it freaking
And making it worse
exploded.
and worse and worse.
It is what it
No one
is.
ever apologized.
Well, at
No one
least
ever
it's out in
will.
the bag now. Now they're gonna have to deal with this shit. Now they're gonna have to figure out how to deal with this shit. Now they're gonna be forced to actually be mature about this, which is probably the only good thing about this thing. Because based from what everyone has been talking about, they've been at least half of them have been freaking brats about this. Half of them have been completely immature about the situation. Now that shit's out of the bag, they're gonna be forced to mature. They're gonna be forced to grow up and figure shit out. They're gonna be forced to do shit about this thing.
I doubt anyone will back down at this point and say, I was wrong, it was my fault. Because then they lose and everyone judges them, and they're going to cancel the hell out of them. But
That's
I hope
kind
that
of
moving
true.
forward, they can all just shut the hell up and say, yeah, we all sucked. Let's just go our separate ways. We're going to be split up in the playpen. And probably they will never get back together and be friends ever. But at the end of the day, I don't want to deal with this stuff anymore. But even though I made a video saying this is the
Poor
final video,
Mtashed,
it
man.
just got so much
He just keeps
worse
getting
and
dragged
so
back
much
in
worse
again and
and so
again and
much
again.
worse that it's hard not to
You have my
discuss it.
condolences, man.
But I think that this is I think this is something that after discussing with everyone, I feel like I wasted a lot of life here.
Yeah.
I wasted 2-3 days talking about drama that it really did boil down to like I think you did this.
It's
I don't
okay,
have
bro.
proof you did,
It's
but I
content.
think you did it. And then the other
And
person saying,
the
"Well,
thing
I
is, it's content that shouldn't be affecting you. So it's basically free. It's basically free income, man.
think you did this.
At
I don't
least
have
for you,
proof, but
not
I
for me.
think you did it." And it's just a bunch of
It's a shit show.
fighting,
Yeah,
of
it's a
infighting
freaking shit show.
with other creators, of colleagues. No one's getting along, and at the end of the day, it's just a lonely, sad community. And I cannot imagine it gets
Gotcha,
worse.
gotcha. Enjoy your dinner, Evan.
The only saving grace is with a lot of this stuff coming out, you can go through the messages yourself. You can understand all angles of this, and you can make your determinations. And at the end of the day, if you want to follow me and you want to watch my content because you like me, that's cool. But if you don't like where I landed on this stuff, that's on you. That is fine. If you go through all of this stuff and you look at Braxophone or you look at Atsu and you look at all the things that went on and you don't want to listen to them or follow them, that's up to you. But I would recommend if you for some reason care a lot about this drama. Do your own research on this thing, but I'm telling you, a lot of it is just immaturity. It is
Yeah,
just stupid
basically.
fighting. It is ego upon ego upon ego. And I
It's
tried to get
just
to the
immature
bottom of it,
brats
and I
fighting.
tried to see if maybe there was like a secret answer here or something that was missing. And at the end of the day, it's just dumb. I think it's one of the most dumb drama things I've ever seen. I almost wish that there was like some corrupt major thing that happened. I almost wish there was this like moment that can be proven that someone stole money from someone or someone shanked someone. Like
It kind of makes
I don't
sense
want someone
because
to
of
shank someone, but
how big the drama is blowing out to be. It's just basically just basically kids can't freaking figure how to freaking socialize with each other properly,
yeah, it
how to
just
freaking
seems
talk
like
to
passing
normal
notes in the
human
back of
beings,
class.
how to be
So at
freaking mature when it comes to
the end of the day,
socialization.
um,
It's so bad.
I would like to get back to our normal content. HSR is dropping soon, and I am not going to fight with anyone. I am not coming out with a twit longer about Atsu. I'm not coming out with a twit longer about Tectone. I've given my opinion that I think everyone messed up. I think Tectone was a dick. I saw him repeatedly be a
Yeah,
dick
that's why he
to
has the name
Enviosity.
Dictone.
I did
I
a
love Dictone,
stream
but
with
it is what it
Atsu
is.
and Tectone where Atsu is trying to say, hey, Envy's like, you're kind of hurting his feelings, and Tectone never backed down. But at the same time, I I see all the people coming out about Atsu as well, and Tectone called out some of this stuff, and it's almost like Tectone's trying to stand up for some of those people as well, and it's just messy. It's so messy. But I don't want to fight with Atsu. I don't want to fight with Tectone. I don't want to fight with Brax. I don't want to fight with anyone. I just want to make my content, and if I see them on the street, I just want to wave and say, hey, hope you're having a good day. But it's hard for me to get close to anyone. It's hard for me to trust anyone at this moment in time, other than some people that for what I know, they've never done anything wrong. But I don't know. This is just crazy. That being said, I appreciate all the views. I saw a lot of really nice comments towards me because I did try to just understand a lot of this. And
God damn it, dude. It was already almost done. Come on, man.
I had a lot of people comment about how they've enjoyed my reactions to a lot of these things and my level-headedness.
Yeah,
And
it's
I would
always a
consider
nice change
covering
of pace.
topics that
Because
aren't drama related, but are
I have seen Tectone's side about it. I have seen Asmongold interview. Although I should probably finish it. I'll watch it
big
later.
news and doing more reaction type content that isn't so fostered in negativity.
I've read what
Because
they
a lot
posted
of you
on the
do seem
tweet.
to like my opinion on things, and it's
Twitter?
been doing really well on the channel.
Tweet?
But
What?
I don't know. I still want to make my guides, want to still do my stuff, but it's been an interesting experiment going down this path. But this whole thing was draining, and I don't feel good. I don't feel like I accomplished anything. There was no happy outcome here. It's just sad. It's just proof that this community will never get along. So that's it. The only other thing though is like it was really cool to talk to Asmongold. I haven't really got to talk to the guy before, and I didn't say much because I was kind of letting him cook and do his thing. But what I do respect is he wanted proof. If someone made a claim, when Brax made a claim, he said, okay, you put this in quotations. Did someone say this or not? Did someone say this or not? And prove it. And, I think he was pretty unbiased. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because he's definitely Tectone's friend. So there's going to be some bias. But he wanted to know if there is a quote, was someone saying that? Can you prove that this was saying?
Yeah, I've seen that
Or
part.
said?
Yeah.
And, I think he did a decent job discussing with all the different parties.
Welcome back,
And
Shadow. Welcome back.
I
We're just
think
doing
that,
we're just doing
he wraps it up at the end
oh
the
my,
way I am.
the drama bit.
You can't fully crucify anyone because we don't have the facts. That's all there is to it. I wish there was a better answer for you, but there is no finale. There's no end, really. So,
God dang it.
that's it. Have a good day, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Mtashed. Oh shit, what the oh no, no. So yeah, it is what it is. That's what's been going on. That's what's been going on in the Genshin community contributor, or what's it called? No, not community, content creator. There we go. It's pretty good. I've been watching Mtashed before when I was playing Destiny. He makes pretty good videos back then. But I stopped playing Genshin a while back, or no, Destiny 2 a while back. So yeah. Evan requested the I have to, yeah. I'm pretty sure you've seen it before. I'm pretty sure this was the first avatar that you've seen before. I'm probably gonna make a new one by next week. I think if I get free time, because I'm gonna be visiting home. Wait, you haven't seen it before? Well, yeah, this is the base version. But yeah, thank you for that, Mtashed. I appreciate it. I will link the video. Like and subscribe.